I think Jason's community overall is very healthy and very good. Out of all the young content creators, like I stand by it. But yeah, last night I ended the broadcast, and I'll admit, I'll cop to it. I'll admit to what I did. I think a lot of you already know what I did. I watched Nephew. I watched Nephew, which is, of course, Kaide's sister Sakura and JasonTheWeen, my nephew, going to prom night. And I personally don't feel as embarrassed because freaking Kyrie Irving was also invested in this, okay? Freaking Kyrie Irving was also invested in this. So why am I supposed to feel bad? You know what I mean? Yeah. Kyrie Irving was watching alongside Hasan and keeping up to date with what the hell was going on with Jason's date. Jason, who is, for those of you who don't know, JasonTheWeen nephew, he was here a couple days ago and played with Kaya. He is a content creator for FaZe, but yeah, he had a streamer prom, I guess, that was like put together by Funny Mike, who was on my team, or no, not on my team, who was on the other team. Sorry, at DreamCon. He's another content creator. He put together this streamer prom. So streamers from all around flew in and attended this prom. And Jason, who sometimes does girl content, that's what they call it. The new meta, which is the old meta, ironically enough, is like shipping content, which is pretty damaging overall, but also creates a lot of emotional investment in the audience, myself included. As a, again, 33-year-old whole ass adult, I found myself watching clips and following through on the back and forth of these people that I kind of know. You know what I mean? Like the people that I know, people that I kind of know. You know, I don't really know Kaide's sister that well, but yeah, it's reality TV basically, but it's interactive reality TV. And there were 100,000 plus people watching as well. Like he went crazy. He went actually crazy mode with it. Like there were 100,000 people watching. He was like, Twitch was promoting it. And of course, predictably, as girl content goes, it went a little south, but I think Nephew handled it fairly well. I think Nephew handled it pretty good, pretty well overall. It does get completely out of control regardless, no matter what happens. No, he didn't. No, I think like I'll start off with this. Okay. What do you mean girl content goes south? It goes south because like people it develop like a true investment into it. Like they don't just consume it as like, whatever, right? They literally will take memes seriously. Parasocial content in general online creates an environment where like there's people that just truly cannot comprehend that like the back and forth that's taking place might not be the way you perceive it. The greatest example of this, of course, is like when Cutie and I will have like a back and forth, right? As a joke. I love Cutie. Like she is my podcast co-host. We're friends. Like we're really good friends, but we have banter back and forth, and people don't see that as like a joke or content. They sometimes think it's real, and then they lose their minds over it. And in many instances, like there are literally people that watch the Fear and podcast sometimes that think like we despise one another. And that's just one aspect of it. It just happens in every circumstance. But basically, girl content, when people like Jason or any number of different like content creators, like they just go on like dates and stuff. Like people develop this like very unhealthy investment, and it can go sideways, right? It can go completely out of control. So basically, I think it was slated to happen that way with Sakura and Jason. It was very cute. You know, Jason made a song to ask her out to prom and was like talking to Tens and Kaide, who is Kaide is Sakura's sister. And then they farmed it. They farmed it pretty hard. They got like 100,000 viewers. I mean, I was one of the viewers. Okay. And basically, at the end of the night, like Sakura made a joke. She made a joke about it. And she said, I think it was like the jump off point was like, she made a joke that people consider to be very rude. Like where they had painted their fingernails. I can't believe I'm explaining all this. This is crazy. I feel like it's better if Hasan explains it to Kyrie Irving, because that was like, that feels like less embarrassing somehow than me explaining it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Because I feel like I'm unk, and he's unk too. But in any case, basically what happened is like they were doing some cute shit. They like painted their fingernails. Jason painted an S for Sakura on his fingernails, and then Sakura painted a J on her fingernail. And then at the end of the night, she basically made a joke where she was like, "Oh, the J is for John, I guess, who is the name of the cameraman." So she was like fake flirting with the cameraman or something, and people lost their minds. And Jason got really sad. It's kind of understandable to be sad. It's like a weird predicament to put yourself in because you're like kind of farming content, and also simultaneously it's like it's still like kind of embarrassing, you know. But I think overall, all in all, he handled it well. Damn, you're really 40. I know, I am. I'm 50, dog. I'm 55 years old. Think about that. Think about how hot I am for 55, though. But ultimately, yeah, it was a joke. He farmed it too hard, and then people got real mad because like the incels are insane, and they behaved in the way that they normally do by like attacking the girl, as they always do. And yeah, that's it. And then it exploded into something not so healthy. But I think like they handled it fairly well overall, because it's like a weird situation where like even if you feel bad, you can't really do too much about it because you don't want to look crazy on camera, and you don't want your audience to like hate this person who's your friend. But yeah, Sakura and I are fine. Please stop sending threats and harassment, especially towards her. Our streams are for entertainment, but things can be misinterpreted. Today didn't go as expected, but we're grateful for support. Please be kind. We're all human. Thank you. That's what he tweeted. You can't have anything nice is my point. Anyway, yeah, she was joking. Jason was trolling and playing into the sad act, which caused weird viewers to think he was serious. If Jason just broke the wall and said it was all jokes, and it'd be more chill. Yeah, but of course, like, yeah, Jason is like a 25K, 20K Andy, but this time he had like 110,000 people watching. So obviously it's not all Jason's viewers themselves, but it's a lot of people that are just like basically running wild. But there's apparently patch notes on this as well. Relationship status fixes, conflict resolved off stream, relationship status stabilized. This is the most autistic thing I've ever seen in my entire life, for the record. Okay. This is just like, this is the nature of live streaming in general, though. This is the nature of live streaming in general, where basically the content in and of itself is interactive. So I think a lot of people behave in this like incredibly unemployed manner, myself included, even though I'm employed. Okay. And many people who are employed also turn into unemployed motherfuckers here, or at least the cause is pushed by unemployed motherfuckers. But this is NMS. Yeah, it's Jason's community. Damn, I didn't know there were hella Jason community members in the chat. Offline chat, give the subs, live event. Sakura is projected to hit 10,000 subs soon. Sakura reacted with, what is this? Eye emoji, eye emoji, eye emoji in response to viewer asking about the Japan stream. Sakura announced she feels inspired to do more IRL content and is planning travel content. Sakura said Japan stream incoming soon. Sakura reacted with emoji in response to viewer asking if she would go to Atlanta with Jason. Japan live event in development. This is what I mean. It's like people think that they have a stake in this. They have like an ownership stake in this. It's kind of like a base boosted version of like thinking that you are a part owner of a franchise team. You know what I mean? When like you put the jersey on and then you stand up every weekend and you freak out and you're like, come on, let's go. I don't know, whatever your team is, right? But this time, imagine if you were like, LeBron, you really need to stop taking threes and drive to the paint. And LeBron hears you and says, why the fuck are you saying that to me? Or even LeBron hears you and goes, actually, that's a great idea. And then starts driving to the paint way harder than taking threes. All of a sudden, you're like, I am more invested than I've ever been. That is the analog here between, you know, reality TV consumption on reality TV versus reality TV consumption on Twitch, where there is an additional layer of involvement that I think breaks people's brains. Jason's fan base with you, they like you. No, I know, of course. You know, that's nephew. We don't though. I've seen so many streams altered or derailed by chat. It's so much fun. No, I know. In my realm, we also have this. It's called trolls, like people that come in and say some dumb shit on purpose, specifically so that people that come in and say some dumb shit on purpose, specifically so that the stream gets derailed, drama, things like that. You know what I mean? Like we have that too. It's just a different version of it. That whole side of Twitch is a different planet to me. I don't know any of those names. Yeah. Just Curious Andy's type of shit. But yeah, I think Jason's community overall is very healthy and very good. Out of all the young content creators, like I stand by it. They are infinitely more aware of this dynamic, even if they like fall by the wayside sometimes on parasocial stuff, on some parasocial shit. Like overall, I think that their community is like very, very good. I've interacted with them quite a bit. As you guys know, we've collaborated quite a bit. As you guys know, Jim. And they have a very open-minded, a very like relatively progressive community overall, like very, very good vibes overall, if that makes sense. Can you stop please talking like that? I'm getting the ick. I mean, okay. 1 year ago, Kyrie Irving was shooting threes in the NBA. Yesterday, he was watching JasonTheWeen. Does Kyrie know who you are? I hope he knows me as a cool guy who plays who plays basketball decently well for not actually being a professional player. You know what I mean? That's what I hope.